Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're joining us from. Thank you so much for joining us for another power-packed edition for Skilling Future Masterclass Saturday. At Skilling Future, we believe in reimagining learning for the modern world where innovation meets impact, and every educator, student, and professional is equipped to thrive in a rapidly evolving landscape. Today's session, the researchers' toolkit essentials for every scholar is all about transforming how we basically approach uh, research from idea generation to literature review, from structuring papers to staying organized. AI can support and streamline the process. Again, the core idea being that it's support in the research process. This isn't about tools only, it's about mindset, shifts, and smarter strategies. So, whether you're a curious beginner or a research veteran, get ready to explore practical, powerful AI applications that can elevate your academic journey. Let's learn, unlearn, and co create the future together. So this is part of our ongoing series related to research. We had one webinar earlier. I do hope a couple of people here had taken that one earlier. Okay, so let's move ahead and let me introduce you to our facilitators for today. Number one is Shahida Rehman. Shahida Rehman is the CEO and founder of Skill in Future. She is a leading voice in AI and EdTech integration. With over 15 years of experience in education leadership and innovation, she has spearheaded transformative training programs, strategic mentorship, and cross-sector collaborations to drive ethical AI adoption in education. A global conference speaker, curator of AI and Action Shaping K20 Education. She also established the Skilling Future Innovation Hub, offering AI-powered learning solutions and project kits. As the author of Innovators Lens on LinkedIn, she shares insights on AI, design thinking, and different other perspectives. Her affiliations include Oxford's AIOU Research Hub and the Perplexity Business Fellowship. She also holds certifications from Microsoft, ASU, British Council, and many more. And she has had academic experience from Germany and a leadership from top US universities as well. And she's a visionary with respect to how she looks at changing dynamics and how she approaches um, in terms of what things are going ahead, what is it that we need to focus on. Then it is me. Let me introduce myself. I am the Strategic Programs Coordinator at Skilling Future. Along with that, I am a lecturer and coordinator at FAST University Islamabad, where I work on integrating AI, critical thinking, and my area of focus is EdTech, where I work on ensuring that, okay, whichever course I'm teaching, that is a basic part of that. I'm also country representative for Women Extension, and I have had multiple certifications from IBM, Google Cloud, Vanderbilt University, and I'm committed to driving innovation in education through technology and strategic programs. Today is very, very special for us because we also have our featured speaker, a guest speaker with us, who is basically, let me, okay, it is Ronil Dubal. Uh, Ronil is the founder of Studysnap. Ronil is an innovative educational which is an innovative educational platform focused on revolutionizing learning through strategic use of AI. As a current high school student, Ronil is passionate about making education more efficient, accessible, and engaging for both students and teachers. His work emphasizes ethical AI integration to enhance learning while maintaining academic integrity. And he's also contributed to web development project at his school, further showcasing his technical and creative skills. And in today's session, he will be giving us a demo of his application. So welcome, Ronan, to the session. So let's start off with today's session where we'll talk about a little bit about, because again, whenever we talk about AI in research, it is about that, okay, why it should be there. In what way are what are the different dynamics that we should consider? In what way is it that it should be integrated? what are the different tools that we will be looking at, and what are the considerations that are there. A lot of times the focus when you talk about AI in research is about that, okay, um, should we consider the ethical aspect is basically discussed that, okay, in what way is it ethical? Do we need to consider, should we consider it, or should we consider it, or should we integrate it in our work? The thing about AI in education is that with any technology, these are the questions that had been there. Whether we have been talking about the switch from uh, libraries to digital databases, and now from digital databases, as we are shifting towards AI, the only dynamic per se that is changing is that how research is going to be conducted in the future. uh, just saying that, okay, just because AI is there, research is not going to change, that is not, that I think so will be closing eyes to the reality. So yes, AI is there to stay. It's more about how we are going to integrate that in our workflow. So more or less, it's about number one, whenever you're researching, whenever you're integrating AI in your research, it has to be about idea development and critical inquiry. Use it for brainstorming, compare perspectives, refine hypotheses. Again, sometimes this blank page syndrome, um, you can get over that really soon. And instead of thinking about, okay, where is it that I need to go? You can start off with discussing that, looking into that. Okay, what are the different areas and ideas that I had in this? Sometimes an idea is in our mind, and once we start talking to the AI, and once we start brainstorming, we get to know actually what's ongoing. So and it's all about exploration and discovery. It can help us finding relevant literature, and then it's workflow enhancement. Something that would have taken you a lot of time earlier. It's reducing your time, but giving you time to do deeper research, to work on gathering the literature, to work on gathering information, and finding maybe new nuanced perspectives that maybe wouldn't have been possible earlier. So with AI exploration, whether that's in research, whether that is in any other area of your life, wherever you're integrating, there's no one fit all formula. Something that works for me may not work for you, because everybody has a different work style. Figure out, okay, maybe there's a platform that works for you really very well, and maybe for me that's a really busy platform. So figure out what works for you. Keep experimenting, because that is where you get to learn what's working out for you. This is a tool that worked, this is a tool that didn't work out. Because there was a tool that I was testing out today, and while I was asking questions, I realized it was not giving me the right answers. And that's when that only happens when we are testing stuff out. And try tools and strategies. And again, as always, as we say on Skilling Future, test it out and have a look at how it's working. Now, let me hand over the virtual floor to Shahida. She's going to explore the first tool with us for today, and then I am going to share a couple tools with you. Let me
Thank you,
stop
Sanaa.
sharing.
Thank you, Sanaa, for a wonderful introduction of the facilitators, and also more importantly about the topic and how, with which lens we as facilitators and our audience as educators and as researchers, they should be looking at the lens of using AI in their researches. So before I proceed to our first tool, I would just like to make a quick announcement. Please stay tuned by till the end of session. Today we will be just going to hold a very short two questions quiz on Mentimeter, as we will be launching our summer workshop programs of intensive workshops. So we would like to take feedback from you people that what type of workshops you want us to offer in summers. So once we will be done with the with today's presentations, Sana will be sharing the link, live link during the meeting, and you just need to answer two questions. So it will help us to craft our summer workshop sessions. So now moving forward, the first tool which I want to demonstrate today, it is Consensus AI. Consensus AI. I have been using this tool since last year, and I found it quite effective. And they have also upgraded their certain features as well. So first of all, I would like to just talk about the overall thing. Consensus is again like many other apps out there. It has a freemium model, and it also had paid versions. So before we move forward, I would just like to quickly show you the interface and the features as well. So when you click this portion, you will be able to see here the top left down sorry down most portion that you can have more information about this consensus AI. There are two versions of consensus, one for universities and the other for doctors. So if I just open up one for universities, so here you will be able to see a different interface from its home. Sana, is it visible?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay, so here you will be able to see a different interface, and it is specifically for students or university educators, and they have its interface is going to look like this, right? And you can see the resources they are there. You can then go and see the features of product, and if I talk about the pricing, so you can see it has again two options, one for monthly and the other for annual. And in free tier today, I'm just going to, talk about the freemium version. And even premium version is quite fine. It is not that much expensive, like $12 per month is even fine. Uh, because it is again, you will find that this tool is very helpful for during your, it can be very helpful during your synopsis creation process, and also during your literature review and all other steps. So in the free version, what you get 10 DGPT-4 powered pro analysis per month, 10 study snapshots per month, 10 ask paper messages per month, 10 bookmarks, one custom list, unlimited searches across 200 million research papers, and unlimited research quality indicators. So today I'm just going to explain the features which are available there in the freemium version. So now going back to the home page, and okay, if anyone among the audience is interested in developing apps or building things with the API is also available at Consensus AI. They also give you this option. So now going back to the main page, as you can see, when you will sign in, so it will look like this. The home page is going to look like this. So when you will scroll down, you will be able to see some sample examples which they have written from different categories. As you can see from, for example, in education learning strategies, they have given you certain topics to start with. So either you can choose from the topics which they have already given, or you can write down your own topic. Fine. So for example, I had done one chat with it already, and I would like to show you my chat with it. Okay, so there was, this topic which I have asked it. So it has what it does, that it has given me a summary, and it has pulled out this summary based on so many researches which it has referred, research papers and articles out there. So here it has given me results from 16 relevant papers, as you can see. And the good thing about is there is a consensus meter, you see. So 81% of the papers that are quoted here as citations or as references, for example, related to the same topic, they are 81% directly related, 13% possibly related, 6% mixed, and there might be a probability that they not be related, but here it is mentioning 0%. Again, I feel this is a nice feature, and it gives you a good visibility of the that how much the papers are related, research papers or articles which it has given. Now, what you can do is you can just read out the summary, and then if you want to, go and look for references, you just need to click on these numbers. For example, I want to explore this paper more. I just need to go there, click there, and it is going to, you see, Now it has opened up another window in consensus. It has now given me a summary of that particular research in which I was interested. Interestingly, it also gives you that how many citations in how many research papers it has been cited as well. And it has also, like, for example, mentioned 6 influential citations, 142 citations. It gives you about the authors, and also data publication. And open access PDF is available. You can just simply click it and you can download it from here as well. There are certain, I was just exploring today, in certain papers it does not allow you to download, but in this case it has allowed me to download as well. Moreover, what I can do is that I can, if I want to read the full text, I just need to click it. So it is going to take me to this Taylor and Francis online portal, and I can read the full text of this article over there. The other thing which I can do is that I can also visit Semantic Scholar from here. It has given me a link of that. So I can go there as well, and I can download the PDF also from there. And then it has given me 154 citations, you see here. And further, I can one by one open up these articles, and where it is written PDF, it means you can download it. This paper is available to be downloaded free. See? So again, I think it's a great tool for your initial research while you are thinking about your topic, identifying research gaps, that what topics, possibly which topics you can do your research, and then it is also helpful during your literature review process as well, to analyze what other people have done in that specific niche in which you want to do your research. What are the gaps, what are the limitations, what were their findings? So all those things you can find, even what was their research design. So as you scroll down, you can also ask follow-up questions. You can also ask follow-up questions based on this summary. If someone among you is using Perplexity or has attended our previous sessions where I've talked about Perplexity, so I have told it is more or less the similar interface as we have seen in Perplexity, but it is more refined, it is more targeted, because it is just meant for research and gives you more authentic sources. So you can see here, it gives you results related to this particular topic and particular paper. And if I scroll down, I can load more results. See, now there are options that I can save this paper as my favorite when I go there. So it either I have the option to create a new list, but I cannot in the free version. I can create only one list, which I have already done. So what I can do now is I can either save it here in my favorites, or I can put it here. So for example, I want to put it here in my favorite, just done, and there you go. If you want to cite this paper, you just need to click here and you can simply copy, paste, and then you have options of various citation formats in which you can cite this research paper, which is again something very, very helpful. You can even download, export it in RIS format. You can also share this paper. You can just need to copy this page link and you can share wherever you want to. Again, very convenient, very user-friendly, very nice format. Then last but not least is the other features which I have. Okay. So this is the Research Hub, a folder which you can see. And in the list, for example, I can here, as you can see, I can just create one list or one folder, you can say. And in this folder, I have saved one paper. So it is here. And if I, by threads, I mean the conversation which I have had with this paper. It will be visible here. Now, coming back to this uploaded paper section, I have uploaded this paper here. So I have simply, there is no complication in it. I have just simply uploaded it. And now I want to ask certain questions. I have asked certain questions regarding this paper. For example, my first question was summarize this paper in a few sentences. Then it has summarized the paper in few sentences. I was able to have a fair idea that what authors are talking about in this article. Then I have asked it, okay, identify the potential areas for future research projects. So it has given me certain areas, which again, these areas which it has identified, they are very much related to this research paper. So either directly or indirectly, the authors have talked about these areas. So you see, it has given me 7 areas. And as mentioned, these topics are inspired by the findings, limitations, and observations discussed throughout the paper. So it's very simple. You can upload, and you can even upload papers from which you have downloaded from anywhere else, or you can download from the list that is available. So it's very simple. If you go there on top right corner, there is a possibility of uploading paper. You just need to click it, and you can, for example, I have uploaded this paper about database decision making. See, it's very simple. I can just simply go there. I've uploaded, and I can upload up to 10 papers. And now I'm good to go, and I can ask questions based on this paper, which I have uploaded. I've uploaded from my computer, you see. And then I will ask this paper, and there you go. And here I can again have a conversation with this specific paper, and I can do the chat. I hope it is clear to everyone. If you have any questions, so I can answer. Well, that's it from my side. Yes,
Shahida,
Sana, do we have?
this is a very amazing tool. And with respect to the multifunctionality that is present, what it offers, um, how can it fit in somebody's workflow? That okay, that they're starting off with research, and how do you
Ah,
think it can
yes,
be
yes,
really
yes,
very
yes. I
effective?
think
What
yes, yes,
what
yes,
what
yes.
would you suggest? What could a good step one be, and then going
Okay.
towards other steps?
Okay. I think the step number one is just simply, write down your own research areas or the topics in which you are interested, one by one, one, two, three, four, five. And then, for example, if I'm interested in this topic, fine. So I can initially write a broad topic here, that is an education leadership, without, if I'm not able to understand, okay, or not able to focus that which area I should be choosing. So the step number one is to write your main area of interest, and then it is going to give you certain, you see, areas where other people have done research. And then what you can do is you can pick up, for example, I like this one, new role of leadership in AI era. Just going to open it up, and I'm just going to read it out, and I can also study the references that are related to it. And that's how, after reiteration of 3 4 5 things, you will be able to specify once your research area where you specifically want to do research. And once you are done with that, after formulating your research questions, as in the last workshop, I have introduced you with research rover bot. So once you have done the initial short listing of the topics, or the possible area, specific area in which you want to do research, the next step will be that it is going to help you in your literature review. Because obviously, this is a one place, you can say one stop shop for all high quality resources. And the good thing about it is that it takes you to Semantic Scholar, again the places which is highly, I must say, respected place for the authentic articles. So you can, starting from searching for your specific area of research, narrowing down your research topic, or identifying specifically the problems, identifying research gaps where you can do the research. This is number one. And then once you are done with that, you have finalized your area that where you want to research, it is really good for doing your literature review. And also, once you will be reading those papers, you can study their design methodologies, that which for which type of research, which design methodology the researchers have used. So this is also going to help you in deciding your own design methodology, your own data collection strategies, and your own data analysis strategies. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Shahida. If you guys have any questions, you can definitely address that along the way, put them in the chat. We will have them addressed. Okay, now my turn. Let me actually showcase two tools. So let's look at the time, how much time we would have, and then I will have a look at, I'll show that, okay, what tools we will be showing today. The first one basically is for today. I'm going to share the link, and if you guys want to walk with us or work with us along the way, why not do that and test it out whether it works out for you as well. I've shared the link in the chat. You don't need to log in to this platform unless and until you do want to share, you do want to save uh, your uh, your search. Now, this is basically AI2 Paper Finder, and this is an amazing tool in a way that it helps you get you an overview of the different related researchers of your area. uh, it is not with respect to functionality, it's not multifunctional, but what the power lies in its simplicity. Now, what AI2 Paper Finder does really very well is write down a topic. Now, for example, a topic that I was thinking about and I've been really interested in is basically, do AI's writing assistants help or hinder student learning in writing intensive courses? And then you start searching. What it will do is, in the meanwhile, it's going to search for different papers that are related to, it's analyzing the request, it's looking at it within its databases, what's available, and it is going to give me a result that, okay, and then still it is processing that, okay, what must be considered relevant, uh, impact on student learning, writing intensive courses. So it has divided the topic that I had given into three different parts, and then it's looking at different researches, and then now have a look at what it is basically coming up with. So it's given me basically, it has given me 64 papers. And within 64 papers, you would see that it is showcasing what's perfectly relevant. Uh, Relevancy score for each paper is given. And along with that, if you will click the paper is also going to open. It's going to give me a preview of what this paper does, what are the tags that are related to it. For example, and then when you click show evidence for every key area that you had identified. For example, I was looking at that, okay, how AI is assisting in how AI can help in intensive, how AI can help students in writing intensive courses. And then this is what you'll be looking at here, that, okay, it's looking at impact on student learning, writing intensive courses, and this is what it has looked at. You can look at the abstract. You can also look at relevant passages from the paper, and it will also tell you how many times has the paper been cited. So there are 64 paper here. Another thing that you'll get is, if you look at on your right side, uh, 12 papers are perfectly relevant. I can just have a look at those. Now I can have a look at these 26 only relevant papers. That, okay, in what way? So what are the different things that it has identified? So for example, there were AI writing based elements, and again, 26 are somewhat relevant. You can sort it by year, by title, uh, by venue, and then by citations as well. That, okay, how many citations this particular research basically has. Uh, Again, the more that you're exploring a key area, now, for example, the most relevant, the impact of AI writing tools on the content and organization of students writing EFLs, and it's giving you all of this information. You can look at, okay, the passage relevant evidence from 5 citing papers. This information is also there, that, okay, which other papers provide similar information. Another thing that you can do is, for example, you are finding this information useful, export all citations, and you can do that in these three formats as well, to any of the reference management software that you are making use of. So this is what this platform does really very well. That, okay, number one, it gives you a preview of the related information that is present there. and what are the connected papers, and then what is the relevancy score. Okay, any research that you're starting off, you want to get to have an idea, okay, what are the different other papers that should I read, that I should read. And at times at times you open up a research and you're like, oh no, this is not somehow relevant. So this will give you an idea, okay, this is really relevant, this is what you can prioritize, this is a seed paper, another seed paper that you can make use of. And then if you would like the paper, you can then go and put it maybe on connected papers that we showed you guys last time around to actually visualize your research. So the visualization element definitely is not there, but the what it provides you is really very helpful. I believe that it can help you in figuring out, okay, how is it that you can go around with your research, what other papers is it that you need to give, and you need to give an overview to. Anything that you guys would like to address related to this platform? So here you can start off a new search, and this is something that this platform can. uh, Dr. Mansoor is asking for the link. Okay, Dr. Mansoor, we did give it. Okay. Should I move on to the next one? Okay, it is what I can say, AI2 Paper Finders, what can I say, partner that you can have. It is basically AI2 Scholar QA. It can help you with it can basically help you with your research in terms of that, okay, how you can basically devise your literature review. Not again copy whatever is ongoing here, but how is it that you can structure your literature review? What are the different key areas that you can go in? For example, I was looking at uh, how language basically impacts our perception of nature and its resources, again related to ecolinguistics. And if you look at, I'll do one demo for you so you get an overview in terms of what it did. So it gave me that, okay, introduction to different sections that it provided me, language and perception, the relationship that is there, and and all of the things are, and all of the statements that it has given us, they are cited. When you click on a citation here, it is going to give me the information. And once you click on the topic, it is going to open up in Semantic Scholar. And then you can definitely read the research paper even further. There you could have a look into that. Okay, then it gave me ecolinguistics as a framework for understanding language nature relationship, linguistic mechanisms, anthropocentric versus ecological language. And then there were 39 papers which had cited, and I can look at these citations, and I can look at these citations as well, and then click any information that is, and then click any information and read up any related research. Now, let's do manual search. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to post in the same topic that I was working on with that I was working in Paper Finder. I'm going to post the same question here. So you get an idea that, okay, how both of these platforms are going to work out. The other one is a paper review finder. It's going to help me find different related papers. And this one is going to help me structure my literature review. That, okay, what are the different sections that I can address? What is it that I can do? Now, once I click this, have a look at what it is going to do. It is giving you time. It's looking at that, okay, what has been asked? What is it that I need to address? And then it is going to, then let's see what are the different sections that it gives me. Again, depending on how refined your query is, what work is it that you're doing? It will give you answers, or it will devise sections for you accordingly. So it's not one fit all formula that, okay, it just has 6 sections, it just has 4 sections. Again, depending on depending on the type of work that you have, the topic that you've given, and how much research there is available. Now, for example, if I wanted to have a look at with respect to AI cognitive load, and maybe there wouldn't be a lot of research papers out there. So, again, whenever you're giving it a query, we do need to consider these components as well. So again, it is considering what are the it is taking into consideration what I've given, and it is going to then generate the information for me. So again, Scholar QA helps us devise our literature view. Just have a look into it. It's good. It's providing, have a look into the sections that it has provided me. Background, AI assistance in education. And then different papers have been cited. Uh, Papers can be looked at. It basically gave me that, okay, it is still in the review and the research process. And in this section, it has actually cited 4 research papers. And as you look at, we were just talking, and a new section has been added, impact on writing skills development. That, okay, what is the impact of AI writing assistance on on students' writing skills? Then another section is effects on student engagement and motivation, and it is still working. So it's not that, okay, it's going to give you all of the answer at one. It is slowly and gradually considering what key areas is it that we need to look into, what are the different components that have been asked about, and if you look into it right now, that, okay, effects on student engagement and motivation. So all of those key areas have been, and again, it is still ongoing, because all of the sections, it has identified that there are 8 sections that need to be addressed within the research query that I had added. So some of the sections that it had, some of the sections it has already addressed, some of the sections it is still working on. So you can see 4 sections here: differential impact across student population, cognitive skill development. So as it is working, it's going to give me key areas that, okay, these are the key areas that I can consider while I am working on devising my literature review. What are the key research papers, and in what way those research papers are really very helpful. So till yet, it is still generating an answer. So these are the 33 references that it has utilized till yet. You click on any of that, and it's going to open up in Semantic Scholar. And there you can click it, and it is going to, you can review its PDF, you can review it by the publisher. Sometimes again, the information may not be that updated. So this is what these two tools do really very well. That, okay, one is going to help you figure out what are the different papers, how they're related to your research area, what's a starting point that you can have. The second one is basically related to how you can structure your literature review. Now that you've figured out what your research question is, what area is it that you're planning to work with, then what you're going to go ahead is that you are actually then looking at how you can structure it. Again, it's not with any AI tool, always do keep in mind that, okay, there uh, there is always space for improvement. The human in the loop approach always should be kept in mind. Maybe there is a key area that you believe that it hadn't addressed, okay, but it's a good place to start off with. Instead of having that blank page syndrome, or okay, where do I have to start off with? These are good places to start off with. Getting an idea in terms of how is it that I can go ahead and do my research, what are the relevant researches out there. So if you have any questions, do let me know about it. Thank you, Warren. Yes, these are actually relatively very new tools in the market at the moment, both AI2 Scholar and the Paper Finder. So I believe that, okay, they give you very good place to start off with, to doing your research, to how is it that you would like to go ahead and do your work. If there is no other question, let me invite Ronil for giving us a demo for his platform of his. Uh, Hi, Ronil. How are you?
Hello. Good. How are
Hi.
you?
We are doing fine. Thank you so much for joining us for today's webinar and showcasing us your application. So,
Yeah, thank you for
y-
inviting me. I'm really excited to talk to you about my app. Yeah, so I can just give a quick introduction about me. So my name is Ronil, and I'm a high school student living in California, which is in the United States. And I have built StudySnap, an AI-powered app that helps students study productively. StudySnap turns pictures of textbook pages and handwritten notes into interactive practice multiple choice quizzes and flashcards. It also acts as a personalized AI math tutor by checking students' work step by step and helping them understand exactly where they went wrong for a math problem. It is committed to upholding ethical AI practices to ensure learning remains meaningful and responsible. So currently, StudySnap supports the English language, but the AI can also read and interpret content in other languages and respond accordingly. And as per a research point of view, StudySnap can help with research by summarizing textbook content, class notes, and reference material from key points, making it easier to review and organize information. StudySnap can also use the app to generate questions from source material, helping students test their understanding and prepare for deeper discussions on papers. So I can share with you a short demo of the app. Should I share my screen or can you
yes,
share your?
please, you can share your screen.
Okay. Okay.
Are you able to?
No, I sent a request.
Okay, yeah, you can do it now. Have a look.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So I can just show a short demo. So one of our core features is that you can generate a practice quiz from your own content. So as you can see, I just went on the app, which is the home screen, and I selected that I want to study for history. So I can take a picture of a page from my history textbook, send it to StudySnap. I can take multiple pages also, and all of this content is in my history textbook. And StudySnap can read all of the text that's in this textbook as well as the images. So then I can say I want to generate a quiz, and since it's a chatbot, I can ask it anything else to personalize my experience. So I'll just say that I want to generate a 10 question quiz. So literally in seconds, a 10 question multiple choice quiz is generated from my history content. It's not going to be generated from any other external sources. It's only based on my content I provided it. So it's all personalized towards me. And as you can see, it's like a real life quiz scenario. So it asks me a question and I can choose from a list of four choices and it's going to tell me if my answer is wrong or right. And if it's right or wrong, it's going to tell me why it's right or wrong. And the next thing that helps students study is also creating interactive flashcards from your own notes. So if a student goes and they want to study like some vocabulary and they want to create flashcards, usually what they will do is that they'll create flashcards by hand on paper. But that takes a lot of time. It takes 5 to 10 minutes just creating flashcards. With StudySnap, you can literally just create interactive flashcards in seconds. I can just take a picture of my history vocabulary sheet and literally in seconds I generate interactive flashcards all based on whatever is in that sheet, nothing else. So all the words and the meanings is going to be based on what I provided it. And as you can see, the word will be on the front side and the definition will be on the back side. So I can flip it to kind of quiz myself. And then a next feature we have is that you can also generate a summary and key points from your own pages, from your own textbook pages or handwritten notes. So I can just take a picture of my textbook page and a summary, like a short paragraph summary will be generated along with a couple of bullet point notes. And the best thing about this app is that all the quizzes, summaries, flashcards, all that I generate within this app, I can share it with my classmates and my friends. So we can all study for the same test using the same practice quiz we generated with Studysnap. So these are just some of the core features that are in StudySnap. We also have a math tutor, which basically allows a user to take a picture of their math problem along with their work for that math problem. And StudySnap is gonna basically say if your question is right or wrong. And if it's right, it's gonna tell you that it's right. But if it's wrong, it's gonna tell you why it is wrong.
This is
Um,
a wonderful, Ronald, this is a wonderful tool. I can definitely see it with respect to that. Okay. Are there analytics present within the tool that can help you see that, okay, for a certain topic, for a quiz that you devised, you didn't do really very well, and this is a topic that you have, or an area that you have done really very well in the past, and then can you do any comparisons?
So as of right now, we're kind of in the early stages, so we only have like a couple of core features, but we're like very open to getting more feedback from students and teachers as well, and like we are like ready to build features based on their preferences.
Oh, that's wonderful. So, as of the moment, how it is supporting, number one, you're talking about the maths feature that is there. Does it support multiple languages, or again, still in development process?
Yes, so the AI can read and interpret multiple languages, and it can also respond in other languages. So it can respond in Spanish, French, and a ton of other languages.
Well, that's wonderful because a lot of times when we talk to educators and then they're like, that one of the issues is the tool is very specific with respect to it. It's only supports English language. It's only going to support this language. So we cannot use that. And then we have multilingual speakers, or we have other people in our vicinity, and we would want to support them. Um, okay. So for younger, so again, analytics at the moment is not the part of it. Again, a really good thing, number one, a really good thing is that it supports multiple languages, and then you guys are working on other features. Um, what do you till yet? What the feedback that you've gotten? In how do you think with its reception, it's helping learners and educators do really very well, because I can see immense potential, because as a parent I can see, okay, how this is going to work out, whether that is something like mathematics, whether that's something like sciences. I can definitely see how it is helping, it is helping me as a parent. I do think so the analytics feature is going to help me even more to see that, okay, how, if I assessed it earlier, uh, what my child did at that point and now how it's going on.
Yeah, yeah. So like yeah, we've gotten a lot of feedback and suggestions. Like even like a more improved like math tutor and all that stuff. But yeah, an analytics feature definitely like sounds like a great idea.
Shahida, do you have a question? No. Thank you so much, Ronil. This is an amazing, again, you showcase, again, as young as you are, that, okay, it is about when you tap into key areas that, okay, you can see there is a pain point in the market. This is an issue that needs to be resolved. And when you focus on that, you can definitely create amazing stuff. You can create something that will not will that will be used by others. I really like that. Okay, how simple the interface is with respect to what are the different things that it offers. You don't need to give it a lot of information. You can scan it, and you can definitely start working on it. And
Yeah,
it will, yeah,
can I make a quick announcement?
yes, please.
Yeah. So if any educators or like administrators from schools are listening to this, schools can implement StudySnap as a supplemental learning tool, which will allow students to independently check their math work and prepare for tests. Because like the overall goal of StudySnap is to make sure that every student around the world has access to their own personalized AI tutor, 24/7 support. So currently StudySnap is available in some of the countries, not all. But if StudySnap is not available in your country, please connect with me on LinkedIn and send me a message, and I'll be more than happy to make it available in your area. I have put my LinkedIn profile in the chat, so you can always connect with me and message me. And I'm also looking to collaborate with schools, educators, or any educational nonprofits who are open to trying out StudySnap with their students, because this could mean like sharing the app as a study tool, providing more feedback, or maybe exploring ways to integrate it into classrooms and support programs. We could also maybe have like a feedback group so all the students could try it out and we could get a lot of feedback based on how AI is helping students. Because I believe that AI is already and will eventually disrupt the entire education system. And it's going to make learning and studying more accessible to everyone, regardless of their income levels. And it's going to give everyone the same opportunities.
So this is what I think so this is what I really love about uh, what AI provides. That okay, it opens up this space for gaining not only the knowledge but also more information that maybe wasn't available earlier for to other people. And I think so this was the same debate that I saw happening in the morning on LinkedIn related to vibe coding. That okay, how that had given people more access towards things that okay, people who weren't doing coding earlier. I do think so that's a very big debate there. But then again, yes, AI, since it has come out, I totally agree with your perspective that since AI has come out, the education industry has been disrupted. And I think so, it's not only because of AI, education already needed that shift and needed that change. So now it's more focused on skill development. It's going to be conceptual clarity. It's going to be focusing on harnessing those components, having that shift away from rote learning. So your tool um, definitely provides that perspective with, okay, this is what is there, instead of have a look into how well do you know the subject, how well do you know what you were thinking about. So amazing work, amazing work. Definitely looking forward to the other features that you add in. I'm going to test it out and I'm going to suggest it to my students as well that have a look into that. Okay, what is there? And then being CS students, how is it that you guys also can get inspiration from this and create tools and platforms that solve problems and solve pain points like these? So amazing work there, Ronil. And if you can see in the chat, a lot of people are already saying Vanessa is there, Marva, and they're talking about how what an amazing work that is, and they'll get to know more about that as well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. If you have a question, not only related to the tools, but also from Ronald, just let us know. And in the meanwhile, I'm going to drop in a Mentimeter link. Uh, just answer that so we can get an idea as to what's on what is it that you guys would have a look at. And I'm also going to provide you guys with a feedback link as well. As always, it's a pleasure having you guys in today's workshop. Ronald, again, thank you so much for taking the time out and coming to our webinar and letting us know about your tool. What is it that you're aiming for the future, where you are at, and what is it that your tool can offer to all of us?
Yeah, thank you for having